Well, I would love to address a little bit about what's going on, since that's one of the things you brought up, about the evolving Earth. So let's understand that there are infinite potentials available for us, and at every now moment we're making choices, either consciously or unconsciously, about how we'll experience our external reality or our relationship with the external reality. But that's always going to be a mirror reflection of what's going on with us internally. So in the third dimensional reality, where we've been existing in separation, we were experiencing that reality from a place of victimhood and unconsciousness. In other words, the external reality was never a reflection of who we were, but rather something we were powerless over and had no control to manipulate or change or do anything. We were victimized in a sense. It was impressed upon us and had nothing to do with us. So this is external forces having control over us, right? In this new reality, we become fully and wholly and completely aware that the entire external reality is a reflection of what is going on with us internally, and that as we change with conscious choice what's going on with us internally, the external reality entirely conforms, changes, and shifts. And at the same time, we are up-leveling because we're making new conscious choices that are more desirable, more benefic, in other words, beneficial, and benevolent. And as we change and conform with us internally, thoughts, emotions, mental, this impresses on the physical and radiates out from us and then is reflected back to us. We up-level into a new timeline of experience, essentially. Then our whole experience changes. So when Meg says, get yourself on your ascension timeline, this is essentially what she's saying. Through the inner transformation, we up-level, we integrate a new experience, and then the external reality reflects that back. I hope this makes sense to everybody. Now, this is what we need to understand about the new fifth dimensional reality. This new reality, which is vibratory states, frequencies of energy that vibrate in harmony with peace, love, joy, happiness, understanding, compassion, etc., we must vibrate with that wholly and completely in order to really anchor into that new reality. So this ascension process is where we're basically allowing ourselves to do so through conscious, regular, ongoing choice, energy, clearings, etc., that we've been discussing here. But here's the key. In order for this to sustain for all of humanity, nothing inorganic will sustain here. In other words, what do I mean by that? Nothing that is non-beneficial to the whole can sustain. So what that means is non-beneficial realities and timelines, inorganic to the future of humanity, drop out of the experience. Perfect example, World War III. Never going to happen. No matter how you're brainwashed or they try to brainwash it, just not going to happen. Because the frequencies that we're now existing on in this collective group are too peace, joy, love based. They cannot sustain something that is non-beneficial and non-benevolent. This is so important for us to understand because it helps us to reclaim our power to create what we truly desire as a collective. Because the foundation is that which serves the highest and best of all concerned with harm to none, bar none. Now here's the thing, if you're a gatekeeper or a grid worker, if you understand these terms, those of us who are literally gatekeeping for the higher realities to manifest and materialize for all on planet Earth, we know as gatekeepers, we get to say, not in this reality, no thank you. We can drop stuff out that's too dense. If we're grid workers, we're working with the grid of the earth. We're using crystalline Christ consciousness and anchoring that into the physical earth so that all beings can elevate from that. It's a foundational work. So I'm not sure if I hope this makes sense to people, but the key to get is this. This is where I'm leaving it to, and then I'll complete. Think of reverse engineering. The completion, there's never a completion, but the evolution of humanity is assured. It's already created at a timeline where we are all leveling up to. That timeline where the future of humanity is assured as peaceful, benevolent, and loving, where all beings get to create in a conscious way to choose new desirable experiences with this foundation of for the highest and best of all with harm to none is assured. And our job is to keep our eye on that, to understand that that's where we're all going. That is the reverse engineering. From there, that's the back end. We're just somewhere on a timeline leading to that. And I hope that makes sense.
Wow, thank you, Laura.